Okay, so let's talk about cold emails and some of the challenges that I've been having around cold emails. So this video, I'm going to do a quick review on a tool that I've been using to send out cold emails. I think it's probably one of the best tools out there. It definitely has some pros and some cons. I'll talk about all that in the video. However, I just want to talk quickly about sort of the challenge altogether. So number one is anytime you're trying to communicate to a wide number of people, there's a series of problems they run into. Number one is if you try to do cold emails and you do it manually in this day and age, you're just not getting anywhere. Sending out emails one by one to people, you're just not going to be able to figure things out fast enough. You need to do this at scale in order for it to work. So the way how you have to do it is you need to figure out your list or figure out your prospect customers first. Once you figure out your prospect customers, you basically put them in an Excel spreadsheet, upload them to some tool, personalize it in some capacity, and then send out emails at a very consistent rate over the course of a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, etc. Monitor for people that are sort of responding with interest or opening up your emails, etc., and then follow up on those people. That's kind of the whole concept of cold email, just as a quick overview. So in this video, I think by far this is probably one of the best tools that I've seen. I've seen a few others. I can't say I've seen every single cold email tool, but this is by far one of the most simple and for first, like, because these guys are new, they're a startup, for sort of a brand new tool to the market. I think it's a really good, great start. There's a couple of things that can be improved. I talk about that also in the video, but this is just my first impression across the board with this tool. I've been using it now for about probably about 4 months now. I think just a little bit over 4 months. And I have gotten some pretty good responses from it. In fact, I've gotten a few business leads from it altogether. However, it's not perfect, and I'll talk about that in sort of the bigger context around sort of my sales video. So just in case you haven't seen any of the other videos, go watch my sales planning video, and it'll kind of help you to understand sort of the problem that I'm having around sales. But in this video, I just talk purely about AnyBiz and what are some of the things that I like about it. Hopefully, it might be able to help you with your business. Thank you. Okay, so what I'll say is when you get to their website, anyways, and you go to their pricing, one of the things that stood out right away is the fact that they're charging based on replies, positive replies. So if you can send out a whole bunch of emails, and only when somebody responds and only when their response is positive, in other words, I'm interested, I'm willing to book a demo, whatever that response is, that's counted as a reply, and then they charge you, which I think is very fascinating. So essentially what they're doing is saying they're putting their money where their mouth is. So that's really cool. I really like that. And now I will say that there are some limitations because I've hit them because I've sent out way too many emails and they've actually stopped the campaign. And so I've had to restart it. I actually had a conversation with the CEO and of the company, and he was able and kind enough to show me how to actually get things restarted. So that was pretty cool. But what I will say, so I'll show you how it actually works. So I actually got, when you log into the tool, this is what the campaign I'm running right now, but I'll show you how you set up one. So first of all, I'll put in your website. Oops. Come on. Okay, so that's your company. It says 3 employees. That's not correct. I don't know where they're getting this information. It might be LinkedIn. So choose your type of tool, choose you're looking for a reply, click on next. And then what you have to do is you have to put in sort of your target customers that you're looking for. So one way to do that is just go find on LinkedIn a couple of your target competitors, right? Or your target prospect. I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to say plumbers in, I don't know, Texas. TXUS, right? Plumbers in Texas. And then I'll just go to Google Maps, or even not even, I'll just go to their website and I'll just pick a plumber, right? Because this is potentially somebody that I'm targeting, right? So it's gonna do that. And then I'll do something like let's do HVAC in California. which by the way, we are targeting. So if you do know some HVAC in California, please send them my way. That could potentially use our tool. If you don't know what our software is, go look it up. This is not a sales pitch. So, right, so I'm going to add another, no, hang on a second. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. And then let's do one more. Let's do electrical company in, oh, sorry, I spelled California wrong. And let's go with like, I don't know, Virginia, right? Sure. No, it's not. I don't look like for a utility company. So now I look at electrical repair, right? So McLean's electrical company, Connect Electrical. So somebody does that. So what you do is you put in roughly 3 different types of prospects that you have. Oh, they couldn't find the one for this one. Ah, no, sorry. I thought it was the. Okay, so you can't find this company here. That's fine. So you know what? Let's just go with this. So with that, you choose. I'm looking for the type of person. So I'm looking for the CEO, obviously. CEO, owner, partner, president, right? That kind of stuff, director, co-founder, whatever, right? So you put in the prospect there, Canada, United States, target number of employees. So we're looking for any single thing like roughly those size, not 1 to 2. Looking for companies roughly this size, maybe here as well too, because I think this is misleading. And we're looking at, you know, construction, skilled trades. Yeah, so I guess it's construction, I guess. And then, so here, these are all the different industries. You put in sort of revenue if you want to, technology. I don't know what's this. What is this technology about? Filter the technologies of the company, leave blank if, yeah, we don't care about that, right? And then you say send to all prospect. And then you have to do is you have to choose, enter the domain name to avoid sending emails to. So you could basically exclude companies that potentially are your clients or stuff. This list here is a little bit weak because ideally you would be able to do more than that. When you click next, you start writing your email. So I'm not going to write a full email here, but the rest, the follow-ups happen automatically. So you don't have to worry about this part. You just have to write your initial email. So I'll give you an example. So we'll say name of the person, first name, comma, are you interested? So this is not a email about, this is not a video about email marketing copy, right? You can look at the videos for that. Just say, hi, John. I'm wondering if you're interested in a better software for running your, right? If so, please contact me. Something like that, right? Just so you can get the idea. And it does this sort of rating, right, to kind of give you some sort of idea on what you're doing, and you could send a test to yourself. And then so here, so see, this is cool. This is actually new because I haven't seen this before. So magic template. Oh, everybody's calling their button magic. Interesting. Hi, John. Love what you guys are doing at company. With all of the startups you're working with, do you need assistance with pain point? With tools like blah, 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 you can easily organize and track customer payments. You can go more. Would you be available? Service. I think, you know what? I'm going to make a prediction here. I think magic buttons are going to be a thing. because I'm actually literally working on this in our sales tool right now. This is in ChatGPT. I like this. I really, really do. So you know what? This is cool. So what they're doing is they're giving you suggestions of emails that you could write. I have an idea that I can explain in 10 minutes that can help business get 100 best customers, right? So I saw your business and I'd like to, what you guys are doing, I think we can collaborate. So service base. Hi, I hope this finds you fellow. I've been working for companies called blah, 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 blah that specialize in, I think. So this is interesting, right? So it's giving you a bunch of different suggestions. So love what you guys are doing. So I actually love that. So select and edit. That's cool. That's cool. This magic button here. This is cool. This is very cool. So yeah. So pain point, right? Put in your pain point here. So too many paperwork. Too much. And something like that, right? And with tools like SnapSuite, right? So that's basically what you would do. This, like I said, is automated, the follow-up. It's really cool. And then from there, you click on integration. You choose your email. So where is it going to come from? Which email address? These are all the different sort of like salespeople or whatever, right? And you could just choose which other email address. And then you could add some notification, get notified by WhatsApp or integration with HubSpot and thing. I think this is coming soon. And then you basically just click on next and then just launch a campaign. I'm not going to launch it. I'm going to save it as a draft because I don't want to do that right now, right? And then you give it a campaign name. So in this particular case, right, so that's it. We want to give it a campaign name. So let me just show you an actual campaign that we're running right now. So right now, the total addressable market that I'm going after is about 30,000 prospects. So far, I've only reached 698. Only 10 people have clicked, and then we have 11 responses, 0 positive. So that means I'm not paying, right? And if I click into the campaign itself, how do I do that? If I go to campaigns and I scroll down, I can click on this guy here. All right, it'll show me where I'm at. So obviously it's showing as a suggestion that there's more room for improvement. Here I can see the total sent, 7 days running, and then these are the replies of people that have replied, but no actual responses yet. So that's what the tool does. Here you can click on inbox and you could see sort of all the different messages that came in. And it's not showing anything right now. I'm not sure why. Or just you gotta choose a campaign. So it's a really good tool. What I like about it is the simplicity and stuff. Here's the downside to it. So the downside right now is that so the people can reply, and by the way, it's being sent out from your inbox. So it's only sending out about 30 or 40 per day. So what you have to do is you actually have to combine multiple email addresses so you could send out sort of the volume. But I do like the fact that it's coming out from our actual email addresses, because then you don't have to deal with all the sending on behalf of. If you're using a third-party provider, you'll see in the email sometimes it says sending on behalf of. So it'll say the email came from dwaine@snapsuite.io. However, it was sent on behalf of SendGrid or something like that, right? So this doesn't do that. This comes from your email address. So it's a really, really good tool from that perspective. It has a lot of things going for it. The problem that I have with the tool right now is that when somebody responds, there's no way for me to take their response and then send it back into my CRM system. So at least I know that they responded, right? And so that's basically what I'm working on. I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. Hopefully that makes sense with this particular video, and hopefully you've gotten some value. I think it's a really good tool. I think these guys are on a real good path. I did talk to the CEO and I did mention the fact that if they can give me a webhook, then I think they have a win here, because the webhook will at least give me the data that I need to be able to do additional call in and stuff like that from these leads. Anyway, with that, thank you for your time, and hopefully you got some value out of this.